There's been a sharp rise in prosecutions for suspected cannabis dealing here in the East Midlands. But figures released to the BBC show that far fewer people are being arrested for possession of the drug. Well, our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball can tell us more. So, Jeremy, where have all these figures actually come from?
Well, and they've been released after a freedom of information request. As you know, there's been a big debate about how the police should prioritise cannabis. It's illegal, it's a Class B drug, and some experts think it's really harmful and that it's a gateway to harder drugs. Others, though, want the cannabis laws to be relaxed, and these stats show there's been a sharp fall in arrests across Derbyshire, Leicestershire, Lincolnshire and Nottinghamshire. And I think what's really interesting is the number of prosecutions last year. Overall, more than 1,100 people were charged with cannabis offences. That's 10% down on 3 years ago. But more than 300 of those charges were for a much more serious offence of possession with intent to supply. Now, that figure's gone up by 25% in the same 3 years. So
what's going on then?
Well, partly I think is things seem to be shifting from targeting personal users to targeting dealers. Leicestershire Police told me they're running several operations against suppliers, but drug users are being educated and supported by partner agencies. The Nottinghamshire force says legal action is always proportionate to the offence, and Derbyshire Police told me that these stats don't tell the whole story.
So why do they say that?
Well, partly because some suspects are being dealt with instead by things like cannabis warnings or summonses, and others are being charged with more serious offences like possessing Class A drugs. And their police commissioner has already said that personal cannabis use shouldn't be a priority. Inevitably, though, today there have been some questions about whether some police officers are simply turning a blind eye.
OK, Jeremy, thank you.